Yeah, so guys, huddle up, okay? We're just gonna have a quick new minion orientation. His name is Mr. L, and he comes to us from one of our key competitors. Can't say I'm impressed by the minion quality. No, indeed. No wonder you've been trounced up to now. You're like junior minions. Junior? Come here and I'll introduce you to Fist Junior and his wee pal Slappy. Gosh, Mr. L, but didn't you get pretty spanked too? So maybe you're the junior. Spanked, you say? Haha, I was scouting him, dear. You will be mine next time. Yes, you shall know the fury of the one and only Mr. L, aka the Green Thunder. But enough about me. I need to head to the repair bay for robot modifications. Later. Gator to you. Though the man in red shall wield formidable powers, one shall stand against him. The man in green shall use the Chaos Heart's power to bring darkness to all. So it is written in the Dark Prognosticus.
So what you're saying is, the man in green is our minion in training, Mr. L?
Well, that makes as much sense as a beef and broccoli sandwich. That sounds really yummy, actually. Calm yourself, old chunks. Make ready. Complex is sending you on a new mission. Hey, now that makes sense. It'll be more something automatically win. The hero's got a hot day with me feet chunks away.
My, aren't we hot-blooded? Well, I suppose that's to be admired. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to be on my own way as well. Ciao.
So poor little Mimi doesn't get to be on the fun. This stinks. Yeah, I hate to seem like a whistleblower here, but Ochunks may not... Actually, even Dementio, Mimi, and Mr. L may not be up to this. A hero's gonna collect the pure hearts and come here. He'll come for you. All is according to plan, Count Black assures you. It's strange. Nobody ever cherished the universe the way you once did. And then you've been made to destroy it. That's quite enough, Nastasia. If I could, you'd what? If only I could have, you know, been that girl, things would have been different. She cannot be replaced. You could never hope to do so, Nastasia. Yeah, I'm very sorry that just slipped out. To be sure, she is gone. Gone from all worlds, never to return.
What are you thinking? There's no possible way. No one would allow it. If we can't be happy here, we must leave for a place that will accept our love. But, Lumiere, is there such a place? I can't bear to see you hurt again. If our love has no home, let us spend our lives searching together. So I beg of you again, Timpani, marry me. I promise I will make you happy. You just won't give up, will you? Of all the crazy, stubborn, foolish men. Timpani, answer me, please. Lumiere, I love you. Take me away. Take me to a world where we can be happy.
Some pretty deep stuff for a Mario game. And then it just cuts over to the super happy music. Now we've gotten 5 pure hearts. This is turning into quite a collection.
What'd I tell you, huh? You got the king of all evenness on your side. You can't go wrong.
Yes. That said, we owe Squirps for helping us find this one. We should be grateful. See, Tippy. Something seems different about you recently. You seem a little bit more cheerful. It's a nice change. You think so? Well, ever since you saved me from Fort Francis, I've been feeling really good. I feel like I could just hang around with Mario forever. So you're all back. How was it this time, then? Did you find another pure heart in outer space? Yes, we found the 5th pure heart. And this one... What has happened? All of you come to my house at once. Hurry now. Very well. Let's all take a breath and gather ourselves here. I'm concerned. Tippy may be unable to maintain her pixel form for much longer.
Her pixel form? What the heck does that mean?
Well, you see, Tippy was not always a pixel. I found her in a true form, exhausted, cursed to wander through dimensions forever. She was hanging by a thread, barely alive, so I took a desperate measure. Using my ancestors' magic, I transformed her soul into a pixel, and this Tippy was born. I can hardly believe it. So where's Tippy from originally, then? She had lost her memory, so I had no idea who she is or where she is from. But I can't help thinking she did not come here by chance. Fate connects us. And my intuition in this area is rarely mistaken. The void has grown larger, and these tremors have become common, I'm afraid. Our situation grows more dire by the moment. Will the events written in the Light Prognosticus really forestall the foretold doom? And we'll watch over Tippy. Young heroes, take the pure heart. Find the next heart pillar.
Yeah.
That was quite a lot of stuff in the short amount of time. So, hello everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Paper Mario. In the previous episode, we got the next pure heart after facing Mr. L for the first time. And in today's video, yeah, that was a lot of stuff. We got to see a little bit more of Count Black and Nastasia's relationship. It's hinted that something is happening with Count Black. And we are getting to know more details about this mysterious backstory between intermissions and things like that. Tippy had another form at some point. All of this within a short amount of time, and all this is in a Mario game. This is what Mario stories used to be in RPGs. This is why we loved it so much. It was always so thought-provoking, and even if it wasn't something as grand as something along the lines of like Xenoblade or Final Fantasy or something like that, it still took the risk of making a deep and wonderful story in a Mario game, and not being afraid to take a risk just because it's a Mario game. Now, this is a big reason why a lot of people just don't really particularly care that much for modern Paper Mario games, because even though, like Origami King, that's a pretty fun game. Car Splash, it's fun even if it has their problems, and we don't talk about Sticker Star. Those games do have some pretty good sides to them, but when you take out the story, it just kind of ruins it. Now, look at it from this perspective. We go from this game, which had all of that amazing stuff, within just the first couple of minutes of this intermission. You go from a game like this to Sticker Star. You can see where some of the backlash towards the lack of story in that game came from. There's a lot more we don't know about the story yet, and I can't wait to share it with you, because this is one of my favorite Mario stories of all time, and it's a big reason why this is my favorite Mario RPG ever. Where am I going? First off, let's go down here and check on the fishy. it's gotten a little bit bigger since we last saw it, and it's just looking super cute as ever. My friend Giving with Pie occasionally posts videos of his fish tank, and there's this one really cute one of it wasn't a salamander or something else, but it was like this really cute lizard-like thing. And lizards usually bother me, but this one was just so cute. So we're going over this way. We could talk to these people. Hey, Grandma, what do I need to do to live as long as you? Oh, that's simple, my dear. You have to exercise a little bit every day. Perfect! I work my fingers and eyeballs every day playing games. I can relate so much to that. It reminds me of that SpongeBob episode when he's working out by tapping the TV remote button 100 times. Best workout ever. Ring for adventure, eat your heart out. So now, these are the cards that we've purchased on screen, and they're going to be super cool. Hopefully we get something new out of these things. Yay. Did it seriously take us this long to get a Toad card? Hey, wait. Okay, I missed that dialogue, but it looked like it was something interesting. So let's go look through the cards themselves to see if there's anything worth mentioning. Okay, Boomboxer and Beatboxer are two different enemies. wait, what did this one say? Tyroloid B. Maximum HP is 10, attack is 1. This sticky beast clings to any surface. Caution, it is not blue cotton candy. That was pretty amusing. This holy subject comes from a very distant dimension. Many people in that world have strange head spots. That's all you're gonna say? Dude, you populate these things everywhere in the next 3 Paper Mario games, that's all you have to say about Toads. Oh well, that was pretty much everything that I wanted to demonstrate in that area, but the next thing I want to go to is this place, because this looks very similar to something that we saw when we were out in space and things like that. So, why don't we try this out? Let's talk to the people around here first. Ever see Flim, the salesman? That guy sells the craziest stuff. It's great. He sets up shop underground somewhere. I guess he has no idea the world's ending. If you're interested, you should try to find him. It's you that I want to talk to specifically. Oh boy, this is just bad. They say the deadline's passed and I have nothing. Boy, at least the world ends. I'll be free from the agony of Writer's Rock. Come on, end already. That's kind of morbid. Was that a typo, or did I just misread that? I love this room so much. It's just so calming. I could just stay in here for hours. So what I believe you have to do is you just go like this. It's pretty simple, and it's one of those puzzles where if you overthink it, it's going to be a lot harder on you, but it's just very simple. Just go like this. I broke it. That house, I don't think anyone lives there, but I hear voices. Do you think maybe, possibly, or impossibly? Can it be? If so, then why? Not to brag, but I just so happen to be a best-selling novelist. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Grotus Chronicles? I created that epic cartoon. Yes, and of late, my mind positively brims with the ideas of the utmost quality. I've had all my deadlines for the next 5 years so I can spend my time in leisure. Yes, being a bestseller is amazing. My sales are in the solid double digits. Oh, dearest grandmother, what must I do to live as long as you? My dear, I believe you must eat what you like and don't eat what you don't like. That's a secret to a long life? How very fascinating. Grandfather said that too. Would you care to hear my little song? And I completely butchered that song. I apologize for that. Hey, you! Ever tried Delicious spicy pasta dish? Delicious? That's a very clever name. I never noticed that before. So spicy, but so good. Pasta's al dente. It'll make you scream with joy. Absolutely scrumptious. You should definitely try some. I knew it's common sense, so maybe this kind of goes without saying, but you can cross a single block space by just running over it. Did you already know that? Yeah, I sort of figured. Sorry, forget I say anything. My classmate's so into cards, and boy, I'm getting sick of it. Stupid cards aren't fun. Still, I have to admit, the pictures are kinda cool. Oh, fine. I'll get into that stupid trend. I'll just pick up a couple. That's how they always start. A homeless guy, you say? I don't care. Don't matter to me, whippersnapper. You think anything that happens now affects my life at all? Pah! I've been alive for 80 years, for toad's sake. I welcome you. I knew you would come by eventually. Oh, I can see that you would like to ask me where in the world we are. This place may seem like Flipside, but do not be mistaken. You were in Flipside, but then you flip-flopped sides, friends. You are now in Flopside. Which means that I am not the Merlon you know. I am the Flopside version, a different Merlon entirely. You may call me Nullrem. Don't you see? Ours has always been a story of two towns. But the only ones who know about the flip-floppery are Merlon and I. You seem a bit surprised. There is a front and back to all things, young one. Now, the heart pillar is one floor up. Go and place the pure heart within it. See you. This moment was absolutely mind-blowing to me the first time I played this when I was a kid. I just assumed that all of the heart pillars would be located inside just one town, and Flipside is already pretty decently sized on its own, and it was pretty satisfying as a central town. But then when it came to this place, I was like, oh my goodness, the central town is twice as big as I thought it would be. This is the best game ever! This is the second time in a row that we got to a heart pillar and I told myself to have Bowser activated, but we haven't. You appear to be performing your duties efficiently. I just got a message from Merlon. Tippy's been revived. They're waiting for you at the top of Flipside Tower. Hurry. You must go there. So we know that all the heart pillar doors are at the Flipside tower, so you may be wondering, what's at the top of the Flipside tower? That is something we'll see in due time. Not for any particular reason, there's no reason why we can't go there right now, but I'm just going to let you know that we're not going to be going there ourselves until much later in the series, for reasons that'll make sense in due time, but as for right now, we're not going to be taking care of that. Behold, the second floor. That elevator there goes to the first floor. Tell me, have you seen the first floor house with a locked door? Suspicious. Oft I imagine what could hide inside. 'Tis an amusing diversion, to be sure. I want to go in there now, heart emoji. Perhaps I shall do it later. Not so bad a day to you. How's life? Not so bad? Lucky you, finding Nutso's shop here in Flipside. First time here, huh? What do you need? Go ahead and grab the item you want. They're all not so bad, let me tell you. This right here, we get some much better items than, at least better healing items than before. But they're all also pretty expensive. The gold medal, that's where we're going to. That's basically like a free level up or something like that. We don't need that because we're doing pretty well on level ups and things like that. That right there, I gotta say, that is a trend that I do see in a few games I kind of wish was more common. Because another good example I could think of a quick experience gain system would be like Tokyo Mirage Assassins. Because in that game, they have a dungeon specifically designed for level grinding. Basically how that works, without going into too much detail, is that it gives you an item that gives you just barely enough experience to level up, but you still have to do one more battle, and that dungeon is filled with battles, and it's just one of the coolest things ever. And speaking of one of the coolest things ever, the concept of Flipside itself. I absolutely love Flipside and Flipside, and we'll be going into more detail a little bit later. But first of all, have you noticed the camera? The camera spins in the opposite direction that it does normally, because we're literally on the other side of the world right now. And this is just one of my favorite details in the entire game. And the whole concept of an alternate version of your own reality is just something that's always been fascinating to me. Because something I've always wondered is, if there is an alternate version of our reality, would I get along with the other version of me? Because that's something that I've always been curious about, like, would I get along with myself if there was, like, another version of me out there or anything like that? That's kind of what I've been wondering for a while, especially after this game came out and I started thinking more about alternate reality things and things like that. It's mostly fun for, like, fictional stories, and I think this game definitely does capture the idea in a pretty fun way. So, even though this is an idea that's been used in a lot of fictional stories and things like that, this is definitely one of my favorite versions of it out there. And I know we could have just used the one red pipe thingy to come to this tower quicker, but I felt like walking over there because I need my exercise. You're back! I'm feeling better now. Let's get going. Are you sure you feel well enough, my dear? I'll be fine. This is no time to stay in bed anyway. And I want to be near Mario. Then I will not hold you back. These good people will surely need your knowledge. Heroes, please take good care of Tippy. Now go. Finish your work. We will a little bit later, because the rest of this video is going to be a montage of one specific spot in Chapter 4. We will be going back and showing a clip of what it's like to fight Mr. L with the different characters, because, just like before, there is some different dialogue that get triggered depending on who's fighting Mr. L, and we'll be taking that time to demonstrate that right now. And ladies first, so we're starting off with Peach. Scripps, are you alright? Mr. L? No one's coming to save you this time, dearest princess. Have at you! And I was really proud of this run, so I have to show it in its entirety. That is probably the fastest that I'll ever be able to defeat Mr. Owl, and I'm so glad that I have it on camera. Hey, Miss Always Gets Kidnapped. I'll kidnap your face! And Peach's hair when she has a space helmet on, her hair is just so cute. The Mr. L fellow. I feel as though I've met him somewhere before.
Mr. L, what?
Oh, the evil king of all charlatans. Do I look scared? Have at you! Hey, Mr. gets followed all the time by the red guy with the mustache. I'll foil your face!
Mr. L, what a nut job. I feel like I've seen that guy before.
And with all that fun stuff out of the way, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Super Paper Mario. And next time, I'm just going to get over to the door and talk to Marlon. Now go, finish your work. And next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.